Hi, so we're in the garden. Down here we've got the carrots that were grown in cardboard tubes. I'm going to plant those out and have a look at the strawberries, and it's sort of nearly time to put the climbing beans out, or the runner beans out. So we'll probably start building the frame for those. Get the frame built, and then at the end of May we can put the beans out. So let's have a look at these carrots first. So this was a row of carrots that did sort of alright and then petered out. So I've planted some of those tubes there. So they're getting away, and it rained quite well last night, so it's time to get a few more things planted out. But whilst we're here, this is the row there that I'm going to put the new carrots in. And the strawberries are coming on even more, and I've just put a bit of straw under these just so that you could see easier. But they're coming on. Be a few weeks yet, but we'll have plenty of fruit by the looks of it. So here's the carrots. You can see they've grown on some more. It's only about a week since the last video, but it's been warm. So let's just plant some out. This would be a lot better in a sandier sort of soil, but the field behind the wood was the field where the brick pits were. So that's where all the local bricks were made and the clay dug. So it'll give you a clue as to what the soil's like. And when we dug the big pond, went down 11 feet, and it was grey clay all the way down, grey blue clay, not a stone or anything in it, just absolutely solid. That one's a bit far apart. Let's try and get them a bit closer. I'm not sure about that one. Let's get this one in. And look, you see, hopefully you can see, the roots are starting to come through and come through that side. So I've perhaps left these a little bit long. But that's what happens when you've got plenty of other things to do. That's just a bit of grass that's growing there. Just what's there, a little bit of weeding in the next row when I saw the weed. That one's germinating. And the roots are just coming out the bottom. I don't want to push the soil heavily around these. Don't want to consolidate it at all. Just so that roots, carrots like quite an open soil, so it's a bit tricky in this soil. Even though it's had lots of compost over the years and the occasional bit of sand, it's still quite a heavy soil. But anyway, I shall get on with this row. That's that row done, and we almost got to the end, but I had used some in some different rows, so there you go. But whilst we're here, I just want to show you something in this row of radishes. Just down there. There we go. There's a parsnip. And we just go along a bit further. And there's another one. And a bit further. There's another one. So the parsnips are coming up, which is great. So I've just pushed two of these sticks into the soil and just about head height. I'm going to tie those two together, and this is second-hand bale band or bale string. So it's a bit of recycling if you want. Okay, so I'm going to put another one over there and then put a header between the two and then stand back and make sure that that top rail is level, because there's nothing worse than looking at a runner bean frame or a set of runner bean poles with the top rail not level. At least that's the way I think. So I'll just crack on with that. That's a bit long. This is a bit of hazel, and that's a bit of cherry. And you know, when we run out of sticks, I just go down the woods, and there are plenty of these cherry suckers there, so I just cut what we need. Right, more string. Sort of looks level, but I'll just tie it there. I mean, you can have the sticks quite high, but one of the problems is that the beans grow that high and then you can't get to them. Let's stand back and have a look. There, I'd say that doesn't look too bad, and as I said, the stick's a bit long. We'll tie that in place, put the rest of the poles up and then put some triangular braces to it. So there we go, and you can see the cross braces. There's nothing worse than the frame all tilting to one end as the weight of the beams gets on it. So we've got two different angled braces there, tied at the bottom and the middle and the top, and another one the other end, and one at the back. So there you go. Now then, just behind this frame, in that bit of a weedy plot that will want cleaning at some point, there's the remainder of the purple sprouting. So let's just go and have a look at that. As you can see, we had these hoops over it, and they're just water pipe with a bit of small diameter hazel stuck in the end. Might be getting breeze in the camera, but this time of year, as you can see from these buds, you have to keep picking the purple sprouting or else it turns to flower. And if it does turn to flower, then pick it off and discard it. But that shoot and the first sort of 6 inches of that shoot are delightfully tender. So just keep picking and picking and picking until it gets too much for you. So they're really very pleasant. Anyway, that's enough for the moment. As I say, the wind is getting up and I'm facing the wrong way with the camera. Let's just go and have a look at the beans in the glass house. So the squashers are coming on, they've been potted out, and the runner beans are going for it. They're over 1 foot high now. Hence we need that frame. Get those out at the end of the week or something like that. But this bit of rain we've had is a good thing. And where are we? The leeks are coming on. Leaps and bounds. And somewhere there's a pussycat snoozing. And down here we've just got some oaks. They were all acorns just dropped in a pot, and I've just potted them on. So they're about 6 inches high. Keep them watered, they should be 1 foot high by the end of the year. They can go out. And the tomatoes are coming on. Let's just have a look at those. There they are. They're 2 inches high now. We've got the second set of leaves coming on. They'll be bombing away. That'll do for the moment. Catch up with you soon.